I'll now give the floor to His Excellency Gabriele Caccia, Apostolic Nuncio and Permanent Observer of the Holy See to the United Nations. The floor is yours.
Last year, like today, Cardinal Pietro Parolin was present at the UN and addressed the United Nations General Assembly on the Transforming Education Summit, presenting the project of Pope Francis about the Global Compact on Education. The Holy Father, through the Compact, invites educators around the world to work together to build the education village, in which all people, according to their respective roles, share the task of forming a network of welcoming human relationships. According to the African proverb, who says, "It takes a whole village to educate a child," we must create such a village before we can really educate. To begin with, the ground must be clear of discrimination, and fraternity must be allowed to flourish. Today, as we discuss education as a catalytic investment for development, I would like to emphasize the second part of the title, which is providing youth with the freedom to build their future. A mistake often made is setting up educational programs for young people designed by adults and from their perspective of adults, without even considering what young people really need for their education and their future. We just heard what she so well said. Providing youth with the freedom to build their future includes listening to them. What could we offer young people if we do not even know what they expect to receive? The path of the Catholic Church, which is engaged in the front line in education with schools and universities scattered across every continent, in which millions of students, both Catholic and not Catholic, receive quality education, goes precisely in this direction. The Global Compact on Education, which wants to change the world through education by educating everyone to universal brotherhood, has as one of its first objectives listening to the young generations and promoting them as protagonists. In his message at the EU Youth Conference last year in Prague, Pope Francis spoke to young people present, saying, and I quote, "Seeing, however, our world is being led by adults and elders," and he was referring to war, "it seems that perhaps you should be the ones to educate adults in fraternity and peaceful coexistence. Therefore, dear young people, make your voices heard. You have the right to have your say on what concerns your future." And last month in Lisbon, 1.5 million young people made their voices heard at the World Youth Day through their festive and peaceful presence. They told the Church and the world of their desire for peace, encounter, and friendships between peoples, proving at the same time that this is possible. During those days, many young people on various occasions personally met the Pope, who, after listening to them, addressed them with the words of hope. At this moment in time, we are facing enormous challenges. We hear the painful plea of so many people. Let us find the courage to see our world not as in its death throes, but in a process of giving birth, not at the end, but at the beginning of a great new chapter of history. The Dicastery for Culture and Education of the Holy See was present at the World Youth Day and spoke with thousands of young people from all over the world, eager to learn about and deepen their understanding of the objectives of the Global Compact on Education. And they invited them to respond in writing to this question: how do you imagine the education of the future? Only together with young people we will be able to reimagine the futures of education and guaranteeing them the freedom to be protagonists in their own future. Let me end with the words of Pope Francis, who, listening to young people when it was ended the African Education Pact, reiterated their same concern. I urge you to listen to the voice of the young and their ideas without authoritarianism. The Spirit also speaks through them, and I'm sure that they will be able to suggest good and surprising things to you. And I would like to finish with another African proverb who says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And education is not something fast, but something long, and we have to walk all together. Thank you.